Humans really love their sports teams. Hello, citizens of the Internet Kingdom! The World Cup is currently underway, which is a football/soccer tournament where all of the kingdoms battle to determine which kingdom is the greatest at football/soccer. It's like the Olympics, but just for football/soccer. Before we go any further, let's clear this up right now. Is it football or is it soccer? In America, it's soccer. In England and pretty much everywhere else, it's football. However, I recently learned that the English are responsible for the word soccer. Allow me to explain. In a very complicated way, the British came up with the word soccer to help distinguish between football and rugby football. Americans then started using the word soccer more and more to distinguish it from their version of football. England had become quite disgruntled that their word had been so Americanized, so they went back to just plain football. That's a lot of... And now the English get mad when the Americans use a different word for it than the English do, even though the English are the ones who came up with the word in the first place. So, there you have it. In America, it's soccer. In most other places, it's football. Now that we've got that taken care of, here's what I've learned about the sport. We're just going to call it the sport. Oh great, more. I've come to understand it as a fairly simple game. Players chase the ball. Players cannot touch the ball with their hands or arms. You're supposed to kick it or it with your head. Except for the goalie. That player can pick it up as long as they are in their designated box. Players are supposed to kick and chase the ball all the way down the field and try to get it past the goalie into the goal, all while the other team is trying to do the exact same thing. So it goes back and forth. That's an awful lot of running. If a team gets it in the goal, they get a point. Yay! The team with the most points at the end of the game wins. Whew. As we speak, men from 32 kingdoms are battling it out for the World Cup. The winners also get the standard fame and fortune and immortality. Here's what I've learned about the World Cup specifically. Oh, fun facts! The World Cup happens every 4 years, and apparently it's the world's most widely viewed sporting event. Humans love their sports teams. This is the first year Russia has hosted the event, but they've competed in the World Cup 11 times. To qualify, teams have to compete in the preliminary competition, which takes place 3 years preceding the World Cup. Except for the host kingdom. They automatically get in. The first World Cup was hosted by Uruguay in 1930. They were also the winners of the first World Cup, which isn't actually a fancy goblet, but a trophy. And the winning kingdom doesn't even get to take home the real thing. Apparently, thieves can't seem to leave it alone, so the winning team takes home a replica. The most goals ever scored by a single player in a World Cup match is 5, and it was done by a Russian player named Oleg Salenko. Brazil has the most World Cup wins for men's teams, and the United States has the most winning women's teams. I love fun facts. A Golden Ball award is given to the most outstanding player of the World Cup tournament. There's also a golden boot for the top scorer and a golden glove for the top goalie. The winning kingdom is expected to have a baby boom 9 months after the World Cup. I'm sure you can decipher how that happens. I told you, humans really love their sports teams. That is just a really fun fact. I better stop before I start doing this again. The World Cup is currently at its most intense. Citizens are on the edge of their seat to see which kingdom will be crowned the greatest at the sport. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think I'm going to challenge Rapunzel to a football/soccer match. Remember to keep your curiosity. Bye-bye!